other night was their final straw. And I'm talking about, I saw some fans yesterday that were like, I watched her play in high school, and I cannot stomach this any longer. And they understand why she crashed out, but they don't want to watch her crash out. And look, it's understandable. I get that. I do get it. So Caitlin Clark fans have started attacking those fans. I mean, what are you doing?
Tonight, the global sports landscape witnessed what many are calling an administrative disaster. While the arena scoreboard celebrated a historic franchise performance of 45 points and 10 assists, the first 40-point 10-assist masterpiece in league history, an even bigger story was unfolding behind closed executive doors. The belief that this establishment could successfully manage a global phenomenon has been pushed to its limits. The reality now confronting fans is simple. You can build a multi-billion-dollar empire around a generational superstar, but if the administrative system is too weak, too divided, and too burdened by internal conflict to protect its biggest star, the entire structure begins to crack. Within minutes of the final buzzer, high-level sports industry insiders reportedly revealed information that immediately sent shockwaves across the basketball world. Executive boardrooms were suddenly filled with concern as major sponsors began questioning the league's direction. Many believe the league office didn't just mismanage the spotlight, it failed to properly protect one of its most valuable assets. To understand why emotions are running so high, you have to examine what unfolded on the court. For months, officiating decisions involving the superstar have sparked widespread debate. Opposing defenses played with relentless physicality, and several hard collisions, jersey grabs, and off-the-ball contact generated criticism from fans who believed too many incidents went uncalled or received minimal penalties.
Play in the WNBA, spurred by a recent play involving Indiana Fever star guard and Alyssa Thomas. Quote, ultimately, the issues around Caitlin Clark are largely about not largely about officiating. And that particular incident is not about whether a foul should have been called at the time of the game or whether that was ultimately a flagrant on review. Well, the fact that is not caught and handled in real time, or at least looked at and then handled in real time, that's a failure. That is a failure. Let's not get confused. Silver made the remarks during an on-stage conversation with Andrew Ross Sorkin at the Game Plan Summit by CNBC in the boardroom. Quote, and I have come to know Caitlin really well, Silver said. She's an incredible player and an incredible person. I will give him credit for one thing. He has praised her many times. Kathy Engelbert, not much of anything. Not much of anything.
Tonight, even during that historic 45-point performance, the officiating once again became a major talking point. Many fans believed the referees allowed an unusually physical style of defense, letting repeated contact disrupt her remarkable momentum. It quickly became a point of debate among viewers watching the national broadcast. Critics argued that the officiating crew failed to call routine fouls, leaving the league's biggest star to absorb repeated physical contact throughout the game. For many observers, it raised fresh questions about consistency in officiating and player protection. However, the biggest moment for the league's reputation didn't happen on the court. It came when NBA Commissioner Adam Silver publicly addressed the broader conversation surrounding the superstar. Silver acknowledged that she had become the center of an increasingly polarized debate across the basketball world, describing how discussions surrounding her had evolved into a highly charged topic that extended far beyond the game itself.
Because she's fed up with the product and how Caitlin Clark's been treated. Well, she dropped this out here today. I'm one of the fans who flew to Indiana with my family and attended the All-Star game. I bought multiple jerseys, traveled to watch the Fever on the road. I spent thousands supporting this team because I genuinely believed in what they were building. Never in a million years did I think I'd go from being one of the organization's biggest supporters to being this deeply disappointed in the way it's being run. From my perspective, the coaching staff and front office have stripped away everything that made Caitlin Clark and this Fever team must-watch basketball, turning what should have been the most exciting era in franchise history.
Let the significance of that statement sink in. When the top executive in the basketball world publicly comments on the league's environment and a broader conversation surrounding one of its biggest stars, it naturally draws widespread attention. Many interpreted Adam Silver's remarks as a sign that concerns about player safety, officiating consistency, and the league's public image deserved serious discussion. Supporters pointed to growing fan frustration and ongoing debates about officiating throughout the season. To them, Silver's comments represented more than routine observations. They reflected the importance of maintaining confidence in the league as it continues to grow. For major sponsors, broadcasters, and fans alike, the focus remains on ensuring that the league protects its players, strengthens its credibility, and preserves trust in the product on the court.
Tonight, she played really well tonight when she wasn't dribbling the ball. When she got into her bag, no, we don't need you dribbling the ball. But her and Caitlin combined for 75 points. Insane. Mo Billings, 16 points. Dominique Malonga dominated her all night, except the one play Monique Billings needed to get a stop down the stretch on Dominique Malonga. Your ass got it. Your ass got the one stop you needed, okay? This was a hell of a game, man. Dominique Malonga is going to be a superstar in this league for a time to come. The girl's just 20 years old. She had 28 points, 14 rebounds. Our fam, who's just 19 years old, had 16 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. She hit 4 threes in the third quarter. That young front court is going to be a force to be reckoned with for a long time in this league. The more they just grow and develop. Eventually, the Seattle Storm is going to have the best front court in the WNBA between those two. That's a fact. Flaugier played a good game, 16, 6, and 6. Natisha Heidemann had 16 and 8. Jade Melbourne had 16 and 5. Indiana Fever's defense was horrible. Seattle Storm shot 57% from the floor, 38% from 3. The defense was horrible. But hey, this was an entertaining basketball game. I was thoroughly and highly entertained. I love what I got from Caitlin Clark, man. I thought Caitlin Clark put on an absolute show. This was a masterclass, guys. And if you had any questions about if she's the one, if she's like that, damn it, you shouldn't have questions anymore. Get your glasses up. Celebrate! Caitlin Clark proved why she is the most exciting, the most entertaining, the biggest draw, why she's...
At that point, speculation about the future of women's basketball intensified. Reports and rumors began circulating about potential opportunities outside the current league structure, with some suggesting that alternative organizations could try to attract top talent through larger financial packages, greater player support, and expanded business opportunities. According to those reports, proposals could include multi-million-dollar contracts, enhanced security, increased operational involvement, and even equity opportunities. Supporters of emerging leagues argue that a modern organization could build a different model focused on player empowerment and long-term growth. At the same time, discussions have grown about the influence of major sponsors, with some believing that brands are willing to invest wherever the sport's biggest stars generate the most attention. Whether those reports prove accurate or not, one point remains clear. Today's biggest stars have become a driving force behind the commercial growth of women's basketball, and their impact extends far beyond the court.
15 total home games on 2024 and 2025. I haven't spent a dime in 2026. Wow. I canceled the apps, except Prime and YouTube TV. I'm so done with these people. And he probably kept those because he was like me and had them anyway. CDS Sports, amen. Exactly true. He said Steve Payna, I was going to drive 4.5 hours to see the Fever and the Dream. I decided against it due to Methany White's system. Carnivore, Evelyn, terrific read. You're so spot on. Well said. It's a no-brainer. They're liars and they're stealing your hard-earned money. You're 100% correct, Evelyn. We canceled our 2-day trip in July. I've been out on this coaching staff and the front office for a while. This person said I left and went to the Fire. By the way, that Portland Fire team, I don't know if anybody remembers that game. They destroyed the Fever. But during the game, in Ben Daniels' watch party chat, I said in the chat, I was like, Jesus, this Portland Fire team is so much fun to watch. I was like, wow, this team's fun to watch. They were playing hard and they were playing fast, and the Fever couldn't keep up with them. They got run out of the building.
Many believe the league has reached a pivotal moment. Critics argue that minimizing historic achievements, ongoing debates over physical play, and reliance on public relations messaging have only intensified scrutiny. A franchise record performance of 45 points and 10 assists has fueled even more discussion about the league's future and the responsibility of its leadership. Some observers believe that a concern surrounding player safety, officiating consistency, and organizational leadership are not addressed, the league could face growing pressure from athletes, fans, sponsors, and competing opportunities. Whether or not those predictions come true, the current debate has made one thing clear. The league's biggest stars have become central to its future, and maintaining their trust will remain a critical challenge moving forward.
Offensive team lead, 106. Who got fouled? Monique Billings got fouled. So Monique Billings got fouled. I want to see what they're saying online. I know, like, if you're a Caitlin Clark fan right now. Oh, we didn't even mention Caitlin Clark made history, too. Caitlin Clark made history today. Caitlin Clark has made history today, guys. Guys, watch this. Watch this three right here. This just happened moments ago. This is why I immediately came to.
Johnson pokes it away.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't even think Steph Curry could do that. Oh my, off the dribble, fade away three. Look at Caitlin Cook. What is we saying? All right, guys, I got to go back to the game cast. Oh my God, they didn't let him score 105 to 106. What just happened? Fever defensive team rebound. Dribble the clock out. Dribble the clock out. Fever full timeout. She called a timeout. Okay, she already did that. She already called a timeout. She already did that. All right, going back to Caitlin Clark making history. I believe this might be a timeout. Yeah, Caitlin Clark showed up and showed out today, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. 40 ball. 40 ball, bro. Not tweeting until Caitlin Clark scored 40 with 5 assists. Caitlin Clark now has the most points in a single game by a Fever player with 41. Caitlin Clark made double history. She now has the most points in a game, more than any other Fever ever, including Kelsey Mitchell. The ball hog herself. Kelsey Mitchell played good today, too. She did. I ain't gonna hold you. Clutch Clark, look. Watch this, bro. We gotta see it again, bro. Look at this. Oh, my God. 107. It is over, bro. It is over. Stephanie White tried. She tried.
The conversation surrounding the league has clearly entered a new phase, and fans continue to debate what it means for the future of women's basketball. Now, it's your turn. What is your honest reaction to everything that's happened? Do you think Adam Silver's comments will have a lasting impact on the league, or can the front office rebuild confidence moving forward? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest basketball news, WNBA updates, and major sports stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.